Hey you guys, we're at Taco Bell today. You can see behind us, and we're here to try their throwbacks. We purposely put it off until today because yesterday is when they released the caramel apple empanada, and we heard by a lot of people that it is a must try.
Yeah, so I think there's a total of 4 or 5
things.
different items that are like throwback items, and we're going to be getting one of each.
Yes, we're going to try them and let you know what we think about it. So let's go in and check it out. Today we're going into Taco Bell to try their new Decades menu items they're bringing back from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
All right, so first up we've got the tostada, which is from the 60s.
That looks about like I remember it.
I mean, they didn't put it together with care, that's for sure.
All right, let's give it a try.
All right, and just as a disclaimer, I'm not a fan of hard shell, so...
You might should just break it in half with your hand, like fold it and break it.
Just trying to make sure I get a little bit of everything. Here we go.
Like you remembered?
I was never a fan of these.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a shell with refried beans, lettuce, cheese, and red sauce. There's not much to it. Doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's okay. I wouldn't order one again.
I always liked this one.
Look at that.
Tastes like I remembered it. This was always like Mexican pizza, they called it too, I think, right?
Was that the same thing, or was that something different?
Might be different. It was really good though.
All right, one down.
Okay, this is the green sauce burrito. Can't really see it. Go ahead, try it, Nate.
You want me to?
Yeah, cut it open.
I don't have a knife, so we're just gonna have to go with a fork. I don't see. Okay, it's greenish.
Yeah, it's like probably like a tomatilla salsa.
All right, let's give it a try. Okay. So, in my opinion, I just barely taste the green sauce. To me, this just tastes like a bean and cheese burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of flavor coming from the sauce.
Okay, my turn. This is just beans and cheese and the sauce, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
I taste it.
I mean, I could taste it, but I didn't feel like it. I felt like the beans were just kind of overpowering.
I like it. I can taste the salsa. It's a little bit spicy.
Maybe you got the green sauce side, and I didn't, because a lot of times it doesn't get distributed very well.
I like it.
All right, 2 down.
Okay, y'all, this is the Mexi Melt.
This is from the 80s.
This is from the 80s. That looks so good. This one's my favorite.
Yeah. This is what, like the first 2 were before my time, but I distinctly remember eating these Mexi Melts when I was young.
Yeah. It's really good. This was my favorite one so far.
Winner?
Winner. All right, your turn.
I had to shift the tomatoes. I'm not a tomato fan. So back in the day, I would always order this with no tomatoes. So here we go.
How is it? That's good, isn't it? This one's really good.
I always like that one. That's good.
All right, what's
All right,
next?
so next is the 90s, and we've got the Gordita Supreme. Another one that I'm gonna have to de-tomato, but actually there's hardly any on it, so.
I always liked the Gordita shells.
Yeah, the bread.
So good.
It's really good. It's almost like, what's that called, naan?
Yeah.
It's very similar to that. Alright, here we go. I always like the soft taco supremes, and this is essentially just that, but with the gordita shell, which I like even better because it's nice and doughy and bready.
Yum.
So yeah, this always hits the spot.
Here we go. I like this bread too. It's so soft.
Oh, you're about to lose it out the other end.
Tastes like I remember.
Yeah.
It's really good.
There's just something about the classic beef, cheese, lettuce, and sour cream. It's just like the perfect combination.
It fell apart, but you can tell in the middle.
So there's the stuffing.
Yep. Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
So far Mexi Melt would be number 1, and the Gordita would be number 2. Number 3 burrito, number 4 tostada. What about you?
Mexi Melt number 1. This one, the Gordita number 2. Then the burrito, then the tostada.
That's exactly what I said.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. But we haven't finished with the dessert. We haven't tried the empanada yet, so that might change things all up.
They're cooking it right now, so.
Yeah, we were actually told that it was going to be a 10-minute wait on that, but we had already paid, so here we sit for 10 minutes. But it should be out shortly.
All right, you guys, we had to wait on our caramel apple empanada.
Close to 20 minutes.
Yeah, but we about took us that long to eat. Well, 10 minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
It was getting a little crazy in there. This Taco Bell is across the street from a school, and I think this is like a school hangout for kids, but also there's lots of cars behind us waiting on food, and there was one lady in there complaining. What did you say about?
That she didn't have enough sour cream on her burrito.
While she was eating.
As she stood there eating it, complaining about it.
And
but
she was kind of yelling, so we were like, maybe we should go finish this outside.
this Taco Bell is a little chaotic because you can't actually order at the counter anymore. They put in the kiosks. They only have 2, and one of them's out of order. So when we got to order ours, there were 9 people behind us waiting in line to use that kiosk.
And I don't think I heard anyone ordering a throwback. So this was just people that were just coming to this Taco Bell.
This was just people coming here to eat.
And we live in a tiny little town. So I was like, let's go like mid-afternoon and do this. There'll be nobody there. Boy,
Wrong.
I was wrong. So for my first impression is, this is little.
How much was that?
This was $2.99. This is little.
Oh, wow.
And I have little hands, like, so.
Yeah, that's
kind of small. It is hot though, because they cooked it fresh to
it
order.
Should be. It should be.
Every person that I know has told me the caramel apple empanada is what it is, like what you need to get here. Apparently there's like this following of people just begging Taco Bell to bring it back, and so they were super pumped.
When is this from?
This was from the 2000s, I think.
Oh, okay.
This was the 2000s.
I don't recall ever having one of these before, so.
This total meal cost us $14. So first off,
one half has filling, the other
does
half
not.
is hollow.
It is steaming hot. Let me try to put some filling into my side.
Do a transplant. If my one issue with Taco Bell is the consistency of the ingredients throughout every entree. Like if you get a burrito, it never fails. One half will have a giant glob of sour cream, and then all the meat and stuff will be on the other end.
Yeah.
And that's really my only complaint, but it was like that with, now granted they don't make these, so they can't help.
They're not making these in-house.
I don't think there's an empanada maker in the back.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of caramel.
Yeah, I don't
Is it? Am I
really
going to burn my mouth?
I'm gonna let you do it first.
It's not that hot.
No.
Okay. Okay. It's crispy. Like flavorful and like, you know, I'm about to say crusty.
Crusty.
Flaky.
All right.
Oh gosh, don't burn your mouth.
You said it wasn't that hot, and I almost burnt my lip off.
I didn't think it was that hot. The flavor of it, I'm getting way more caramel than I'm getting apple. Like if I were to have this and not know what it is, would you think it was apple?
I don't really. My favorite part of this is the crust. Honestly, if it just didn't even have any filling at all, I'd probably be happy with it.
Just a crust pocket.
It's a nice buttery, flaky, buttery crust.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't think it's like incredible, but it's good.
No. Yeah, it's I mean, honestly, like the shell, the
Burnt
crust.
my lip on the filling.
We just had one of those Bojangles sweet potato pies the other day. The outside of this is pretty similar to that, but it's good nonetheless. Ranking all 5 items. So here's my order. I would go Mexi Melt first, the Gordita Supreme second, this third, the green sauce burrito fourth, and bringing up the rear, the tostada.
That is exactly what I was going to say.
Look at that. Great minds.
Exactly. Let me tell you guys how much all this cost. Okay, so let us tell you what all of this cost today in 2024 for these throwback items. So the tostada was $2.19. And I should have looked up to see what these cost like
I was about to say,
before they went away.
We knew what the original prices were.
Leave it down in the comments if you remember what these cost, either when they came out or when they were still on the menu. So the tostada was $2.19. The green sauce burrito was $2.29. The Mexi Melt was $2.99. The Gordita Supreme was $2.99, and the caramel apple empanada was $2.99 for a grand total with tax of $14.36 for 5 things.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that was a good value?
I don't. So
I don't either.
I can live with the $2.99 for the Gordita Supreme and the Mexi Melt. Burrito at $2.29 is okay. Tostada should not be more than $1.49.
Yeah.
Empanada, now that I've seen the size,
$1.99.
Yeah, I'm thinking $1.99 would be a good price on that. But
if it was a little bit bigger, I would say $2.99 is fine.
Agreed.
It was a little small, but because I think we got a sweet potato pie from Bojangles the other day, and it was $2, and it was bigger than this.
Yeah.
So
I think they're playing on the nostalgia. They know people are going to pay up for it because they want to reminisce about.
And it worked. We did it.
Well, we did it for review purposes. But hey, we tried it. We can say that we got to relive our youth through Taco Bell for a few minutes.
Wait a minute. We weren't born in the 60s or the 70s.
Well, a portion of our youth.
We got to relive our parents' youth. Hey, Mom. My mom watches this.
Yeah.
She might have had the tostada. Well, we'd had these. We just weren't here
when they
first came out.
Introduced them, yeah. But overall,
it was fun.
They were good. I would say if I had to give a rating on the whole package, I would probably say a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. 7, 8 out of 10 on the whole thing. I will definitely come back and buy again the Mexi Melt. It was really good.
Yeah, I agree. The Mexi Melt's a keeper.
So anyways, this is our review of the throwback. So let us know in the comments if you've been to Taco Bell and had the throwback items, or if one of these was your favorite when they used to be in Taco Bell during the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or I guess early 2000s.
Yep.
So anyway, that is all for now. We are 100% mostly food reviews. So if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll be back next time with another food review.
That's right.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.